We are on day 18 of 10 minutes of exercise. I'm even amazing myself that I stuck it out this long, and I'm doing it consistently every day, even at 8 p.m. at the end of my day when I don't feel like doing anything, but I guess that's the best part, right? So I already went to the gym earlier today. I ran a mile because that's one of the things that I'm trying to get better at. I think my fucking cardio is garbage. But there might be an answer to that actually, right? I feel like my cardio has been crap for over 2 years when I got COVID during Christmas on my contract. Now, maybe it's the vaccine. I ain't wearing no mask. It gets my rights and I ain't taking that vaccine either. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. We're never really going to know. But I recently had my blood work done because that's what you do when you're getting fucking old, right? Is you go to the doctor, they run a panel on all this crap. Everything looks pretty good. My triglycerides are high. My non-HDLs are kind of high. And actually, just by a couple points though, it also said what I'm about to tell you, not the other things. My triglycerides are really high, but I have no idea what that means. But my CO2 levels in my blood were like a few points over whatever it's supposed to be. Now, I haven't Googled it yet to see, if I've got cancer, but because everything leads to cancer. But I'm wondering if I have high CO2 levels in my blood, could that be a contributor to me feeling like my cardio sucks when I'm supposed to be in good physical shape? I don't know. Anyways, so I had a good little workout today. Tried to do some handstands. I'm really only good for like 2 or 3 handstands and jumping into them. It hurts and it sucks because that used to be my superpower when I was still injured. Now I can't do them. So I'm like, I don't know, that's scary. You can't take that from me. But we're going to do 10 minutes of yoga today. Okay, so it's going to start off easy, some quick down dog, shift forward, back, forth, Ashtanga-E in nature. And then we're going to get to brass tacks and we're going to do some business. Okay, and then we're going to do like a 4-minute session. We'll do my forearm plank, a minute, side plank, and then we'll come back and then we're going to switch it up and maybe we'll do 30-second rounds where it's like 30 seconds in a down dog, 30-second top of a plank, 30-second at the bottom of a plank, okay, hovering off the ground, chaturanga, yes, and then in an up dog. We'll see what that takes. So let me get the old telephono timer out and we're going to get started here, okay? So let me put this over here, yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm really digging these pants. I don't even know what these are. I got them at Dick's the other day, but they're like a thin athletic pant, kind of a name brand, right? So you can run in them, you can do exercise, but they're actually really soft. This is not the cheap Walmart stuff, even though I am very guilty of buying cheap Walmart stuff because, well, hey, I'm cheap, okay? So we are going to do 10 minutes of yoga. So let me set the old timer here for this at the very least, and then we'll get started. Okay, and this is kind of nice because if you're coming at it cold, you can kind of just go right into it too. So let me make sure I got my couple things set up. So we got a timer right here, and we will set the timer for 10 minutes, which is great. That's that. And then where's my other thing, my fitnessy stuff? Oh, it's over here, tablata, so I can just bounce through. And what would we do? We would do 1 minute, 25 seconds of rest in between, and then we'll go to the, So when we do the 4 minutes of yoga, which is going to be a forearm plank, side plank on one side plank on the other, and then we come back, we'll actually do 3 minutes there. So I'll make it 3 sets. That way we can do some other stuff with this, okay? So that's going to be 4 minutes and 10 seconds just alone by itself, okay? So it's going to be a real quick yoga warm-up, like I said, and then we're going to get to it. So let me start the clock here. Man, it's 8:15 already. Dang, man. I gotta take a shower, work, do a mani-pedi, maybe do a little red light therapy. Oh, I got so many more things I need to do today. You know how that works? Yep, okay. So here we go. We're going to start. Great. And we're off and we're away. It's 8:12. We should be done by 22, but maybe we'll go a little bit over. Okay, here we go. And we go up into down dog. This actually feels good. Pedal out the legs. Man, my legs have been extra tight, the hamstrings and the calves. It's kind of scary because if I get to a point where I can't touch the ground, where I still have plenty of room to work with, but if I get to a point where I can't touch my toes anymore, sayonara, Brandon. Time for the big dirt nap. Yeah? Okay, start to settle in. Slow it down. Fingers spread wide. Hands are active. Yes, you're pushing away from your shoulders. Right? It's kind of like you reach for the sky, pilgrim. Push into the ground, pushing away. Yes, let the chest sink between the shoulders. And then maybe your legs are getting nice and straight. And then the heels are starting to sink and start to find the ground. Good. Shifting forward, top of plank here. Readjust if you need to so you're in a nice plank. Shoulders are over the wrist, nice and strong, right? Your pelvis isn't sinking. You're not pushing your booty up high, a little bit lower, right? Just standard. Good. Lower it. Up dog. Thighs are off of the ground. I'm on my toes right here. Okay. You can see where my feet are way back there. Okay. So I'm up, but my pelvis and everything is off of the ground. Good. Push back up, down dog. Pedal out the feet. Take half a step forward. Walk your feet together in the center. Lift one leg behind you and then open up for just a little twist. Good. Bring it forward. Step it through really quick. Rock it out front and back. Slow it down, come up onto the knee. So now we're in an actual lunge right here. Straighten the rear leg. Squeeze both your booty cheeks. Yeah, like you're clenching it. Not clenching in, but just like flexing both of your ass meat. Yeah. Boom. Open up here into this kind of warrior two shape. So the back foot is perpendicular to the front. Yes. And if you want to reach up and get all yoga-esque, you can. Good. Windmill the hands back down, face the front, engage the arms, push into the ground, step this foot back into a plank, push back down dog, pedal and reset, take a few breaths here. Walk your feet back towards the center line that goes down your body, lift the other leg up and then reach behind you, twist, push into the ground, keep the energy equal between both hands. Good. Look forward, bring the foot through, step it down. Runner's lunge, or a low one, rock it front and back. Good. Bring it up. Our lunge here on this side. Ooh, I'm a little wobbly with the front one. Yes. Keep everything squared off to the front and then squeeze that booty meat right underneath here on the front leg. Back leg too. It's almost like and then open up your little warrior two. So the back foot is perpendicular to the front. And then if you want to lift up with the front arm, a little side bend, arch back. Good. Windmill the hands back down. Boom. Straight to front. Pushing straight. Step the leg back. Let's go. Bottom of a push-up. Come up, up dog. See how I'm on my toes still? I'm going to switch over to the tops of my feet. Now I'm pointing my feet, just like that, okay? But thighs are still off the ground. Pelvis is off the ground. Arms are nice and strong. Good. Push back, child's pose real quick. Knees wide, feet together, booty on the heels, arms and hands out in front of you. Take a couple quick breaths. Good. Now shift back forward. Come here into a tabletop. Walk it out. Shake it out. Wiggle it out. All right. Now, we got 5 minutes. So that means we're only really going to be doing our 4 minutes of yoga by the time we're over here. Okay. So we're going to do 4 minutes. Actually, we're going to do 3 sets. Okay. All it is a forearm plank, a side plank on one side plank on another. Okay. We got 25 seconds in between each one to catch our breath. Okay. So let me get that set up. Our forearm plank, yes. I'm going to do it sideways just so you can see a side profile view. We want to make sure that our forearms, when we're in this position here, I try to keep everything nice and parallel like railroad tracks. I'm trying to keep my shoulder over my elbows and I'm thinking about pushing up and out. Okay, so try not to sink and sag inside. Now, at the very least for me, sometimes my muscles are tight, so I start off like this and then the hands start to go inward. I'm going to try and keep them out here as well. Okay, so we're going to do this together. We got a 20-second lead in. This is 4 minutes and 10 seconds overall. Okay, I'll move back just a little bit. Yes. So my forearms are shoulder width apart right here. You can actually see that. We got 10 seconds. Fingers are spread wide, hands are active. Starting to step back here. Step back the other foot. 4, 3, 2, 1. Forearm plank. You can even hear the whistle too, hopefully. Good. Yes, so my shoulders are over my elbows. If you're doing this at home, you should be doing it sideways or maybe into a mirror so you can make sure, because it's very easy to start to get weak and start to lurch forward. Okay, this is easier. Yes, if you're way back here, if you're behind it, it feels like you're pushing away with the hands and pushing forward with the feet, which you actually could be doing, right? You can keep your shoulder over your elbows and like you're trying to push the shoulders behind the elbows, but they're not actually moving. And then the toes, which are gripping the floor right now, could be pushing forward and you get this nice little tension hold, which is great too. Yes. But you should have a nice straight line from your shoulders through your hips all the way to the ankles. It's almost like you don't even have a hip that can sag or push up really high. And you're holding it here. 15 seconds left. This is actually kind of good for me at the very end because I did some good abs earlier today. 5 seconds. All right, 25 seconds. Time to get into the next position, okay? So we're gonna do side plank on one side. Let me move this ottoman out of the way. Side plank on the other, okay? So same deal, we're gonna try and keep the shoulder over the elbows as we do this. Yes, we got 10 seconds here. You can have your feet stacked and offset if you want to. You can heave them on top of each other. Totally up to you. Here we go, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Boom, okay? So for this one, it's really hard for me to get my forearm to be perfectly sideways. My shoulder just does not rotate that much. But at the very least, I want to make sure that my shoulder is over my elbow. Yes, and then look here, let me pull up my shirt a little bit. Yes, and I am pushing up with the hip. Okay, so I'm pushing up, but then there's also a squeeze in the lower oblique that's down here. And the bottom shoulder, I'm not just letting it sink in, yeah? There's a small little bit of pushing out and away. This would be a separation of the shoulder blades if you were just standing there. Yeah, almost kind of like this rounding of the back, even though you can't do that. It's more like reach, reach. Yes, but now it's a push and a push. 20 seconds. Whew, yeah, that bottom oblique burning, burning. 10 seconds, yeah. Reach up with the hand. It'll give you something to do, to focus on. 5 seconds. And down. 25 seconds. I'm going to work on the other side. Yeah. I'm going to move my mat over here. Move the camera so you can see the other side. See, I'm getting shit done. All you have to do is just lay there on the mat and watch and follow along. Okay, I'm doing like camera changes and shit. 10 seconds. Okay. In the name of Obama, yes we can. Okay, I'm trying to keep it out to the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Good. Yes, I'm going to come back over here because I want my shoulder to be over my elbow. Yes, you can see same thing here. I'll pull the shirt up. Yes, nice oblique. My feet are offset, so my top foot is in front, my bottom foot is in back. Yes, not trying to round and fold down. I'm really trying to open up through the chest and the shoulder and then push out of the shoulder. Do you see that little bit of range that I get? Reach up. Yeah, this is good. Hurts so good. Those obliques are going to be nice. Yeah. Squeeze the obliques. You can work your way down. Get that nice V muscle too at a later point in time. Pow, chicka, wow, wow. 20 seconds. And this is actually the last little set right here. That was your 410. And then maybe we'll have some time for some quick 30-second yoga. Yeah, we'll see what we got left. 5 seconds. Haha. Wiggle your fingers. And up. And down. Okay, so it was a quick 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Yeah, it would have been 5 and some change if we had done the full 4 sides, finished off with one more, but that's okay. Okay, so let's see how much time we actually have left on the timer. We have 28 seconds. Great. So if you want to call it there, you can start to cool down and wind down. I'm going to do a session of 30-second yoga, okay? With just maybe 5 to 10 seconds in between. Okay, so let me move this camera here, get this lined up with the mat. Okay, and so we're gonna do down dog. Let me start counting here. Down dog, plank, bottom of a plank, hovering, and if you can't hover, that's fine. Push in the fucking ground, okay? Don't just like, oh, but this is too hard. I'll just wait until the next one. No, you push. Okay, keep pushing into the ground like you actually can do it, okay? Up dog, which is the thighs off of the ground, and then one last 30-second in down dog, which is a nice wind up, okay? So that's 5 by 30 seconds. That's, 2.5 minutes right there. So let me just input that here into the Tablata. So this is an app. It's called Tablata, Tablata, Tablata timer. It's free. You can download it. It's an interval timer. You just tell it how much start time, like I need 15 seconds to get into my shape, and then I want to do the work, which is 60 seconds, or in our case is 30 seconds, and then I want to rest 5 or 10 seconds between. And how many cycles do I need to do? So we're doing 5. Okay, that's what the cycle is. And then if you were going to do that cycle multiple times, that would be called a set. Okay, so just FYI. So we just need 10 seconds to get into it. We're doing 30 seconds. Go away. What is this thing? We're going to do 30 seconds. And then rest, it's really, we only need 5 seconds to go from one shape to the next. And we're going to do 5 cycles, 1 set. That is 3 minutes of work right there. Yeah? 3 minutes of easy work, depending on who we're talking to. Okay, so here we go. You're going to have 10 seconds to get into your down dog. Yeah? So, or you can just get into down dog because it really is not that physically demanding. Yeah? All right, here we go. We're in our down dog shape. We're going to have 10 seconds and then we're going to hold it for 30 seconds. Here we go. The countdown is starting. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. And you should be finding like whatever your most perfectest down dog shape is. And here we go. 30 seconds in this shape. Fingers are spread wide, hands are active. You're pushing away and out of the shoulders like you're reaching overhead really high. Legs are straight and locked out. Boom, maybe the heels are starting to find the floor. And I'll count you down for 7 or 6 seconds. Here we go. It's getting close, actually. We're almost done with the 30 seconds. 5 seconds. Get into your plank position here. Shoulders are over the wrists. Yes, maybe the feet stay in the same position. I like to bring them to my center line. Here we go. We have already started. Yes. Arms are straight and locked out. Fingers are still very active, like you're trying to make an impression into the mat. Yes, push out of the ground so the back starts to round. So now we're separating the shoulder blades by pushing our hands into the ground, right, and pushing out of the shoulders. 5 seconds. From here, we're going into the bottom of a push-up, and we have 5 seconds to get there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it 30 seconds in this position. Oh, Nelly. Oh, Nelly. This one's kind of hard. Yeah. And if you can't do this, push like you can. Okay, this is not a break for you if you can't physically do it. Yeah? You are pushing into the ground as if you can. Time under tension. Your triceps should be firing. Shoulders, hoo-hoo. Yes, 5 seconds here. Then we're going to go into up dog. We'll have 5 seconds to get into that. Ooh, up dog. Ooh, straighten the arm, turn over tops of the feet. Okay, so you can see under here. I'm like, ooh, there we go, 30 seconds. Tops of our feet, arms are nice and strong. We're pushing out. This is a shoulder burner right here. Yes, my fingers are still active. Yeah, legs are straight. They are locked out. I'm on the tops of my feet, but really it's kind of like if I'm on the inner blade of my foot. So think about squeezing your ankles together or keeping your feet nice and parallel. And most of the weight will be on that big toe and pointer toe. A few seconds left. Last bit. Back to down dog. Woo, that one's nice and good for the shoulders. Good, 30 seconds. Now my hands did not move the entire time. They stayed in the exact same position. The only thing I ever moved was the feet. When I went from my down dog to a plank, I could have kept them in the same place. So maybe next time that's exactly what I'll do. And once this is all done, we'll just do a quick 30-second forward fold. 5 seconds left. There we go, we're done. Slowly walk your hands back towards your feet. Have a nice little forward fold. If you need to readjust your feet, they are parallel but shoulder width apart. Grab your elbows, just dangle. You could swivel, you could swing, whatever. I think just doing a nice forward fold here and not doing anything feels really good. Let the neck and head be super loose. Yeah. That was nice. I needed that. That was good. That was a good last challenge of the day. Good. Soften the knees. Put your belly on your thighs. Release the elbows. And then start to tuck the pelvis. Roll up to a standing position. Good. Shake it out. There we go. Yeah, 10 minutes. More like 15. But you can see how quick and easy that goes by if you want to get something done. Now, I can't tell if that was actually exercise and that's why I'm huffing and puffing, or it's the fact that my CO2 levels in the concentration in my blood is apparently 1 to 2 points too high, and that's why I'm huffing and puffing. I don't know. I went and bought some fish oil because that's what Google said is good for high triglycerides. So I guess, I don't know, next maybe I need to start taking some ginkgo biloba because it feels like I can't remember shit anymore. Right? I'm in denial that I'm getting older, you know? I'm still in my 20s, man. So I identify as 28 to 34. Okay, so anyways, hopefully that was fun. Yeah, we got a few days left. Can you believe Christmas? 7 days away. Hopefully you got all your shopping done. But if not, you can check out my TikTok, Brandon Recommends, because you guys know, if you don't know, I review a lot of Amazon products. Got a lot of really cool stuff. A lot of them make really good stocking stuffers if you're just looking for some stuff, okay? All right, I'll see you all tomorrow, day 19.